towards downtown Los Angeles. So most of this is taking place in South Los Angeles. Looks like he's heading now north to towards downtown, going very quickly indeed, and he has never let up on the accelerator there, just always going as fast as he possibly can. Wrong side of the road there, but that's been normal for him. Quick right turn here. We're going to try and get this street.
And Derek, we got a little background information on this fella here. Apparently he pulled up at Southwest Police Station, Southwest Division there, and threatened to attack an officer. He was threatening an officer. He identified that officer by name, and apparently threatened to do bodily harm to that officer. So this might have something to do with the criminal trespass we're talking about. As far as the assault on an officer, we haven't been able to confirm that, but it might have been some kind of a verbal threat that he made on the officer. But this happened at Southwest Division of LAPD. So that's how this thing started, and apparently he jumped in his car at some point and took off.
Well, it could very well be. Look how fast he's driving now. This is on San Pedro now, southbound. Looks like he's heading back towards the area that he came from, towards MLK, pulling off into some of these surface streets here, and then really picking up the speed as it goes through. Many times on these pursuits, we see the suspect heading back to some place where he is familiar with, perhaps to jump out and to hide. However, this person is not really staying in one area. He's going quite a distance, turning around through some of the surface streets, and then back onto some of these major streets. He's back southbound now. We're going to try and get this street. That's Maple, and making a right turn. We're going to get this street here in just a second. Looks like this is Jefferson. So he's heading back towards the USC area. He will have an underpass on Jefferson for the 110 freeway. We saw him pass underneath before. They've got that one officer that is very, very close to him as he pulls up very quickly. We've got cross traffic ahead. Look at that, a very narrow pass through that intersection. Continuing again as quickly as he can go. And wrong lanes traffic, passing lanes, got cross traffic up ahead. He's coming up on the 110 freeway, and it looks like he's going to elect to try and go underneath the 110 freeway yet again. So he is on Jefferson, coming up to the USC campus right now. We'll see what he does when he gets on the other side of the freeway here. Continuing on, coming up now onto Figueroa. Cross traffic here at Figueroa, and weaving his way through, and he made it through there. It's still westbound Jefferson. This is Jefferson. This area cuts through the heart of the USC community down here along the north side of the campus itself. Lots of people coming through the area right now, heavy traffic, and we're going to have to see how he's going to maneuver around just in about a block. Look at this, over the center divider and into the oncoming lanes. That was his only option right there. As you can see on the right, he had a lot of traffic that was stopped at that intersection and then continued on through. So continuing on Jefferson westbound as he clears the USC campus. He's going to be coming up to Vermont, I do believe, that is on the, look, we've got cross traffic here. Okay, crossing Vermont now. Still westbound and going very, very fast indeed, perhaps 70 miles an hour. We haven't heard an actual speed right called out by the LAPD, but considering the other traffic that out here is probably going 35 miles an hour at best, he is certainly going twice as fast as they are. So again, still westbound on Jefferson coming through. He's got cross traffic coming through here past Normandy again. It's back on Normandy now southbound. You had a lot of cross traffic there, as we've often seen here, nearly just threading the needle as it goes through. Really picking up the speeds here again southbound on Normandy. As it comes back up to Exposition, that we're going to see that there's a lot of traffic. Look at that. He made a right turn. Looked like we've got that officer right behind him. That officer, it looks as though he was getting in a position to try and pit the guy, but using that spin out technique that they often use, but he's just going too fast, just pulling away from the officer as quickly as he can. That pit maneuver can't be done at excessive speeds due to the fact that it could endanger anybody in the community here. We're coming back up now to cross traffic came up. Okay, now northbound on Western. It's going to be coming up on Jefferson yet again, going very quickly. He's got a green light ahead, and it's eastbound back to one south of Jefferson here. Don't have the name of the road, but again, once he makes those right turns on some of these streets. The lead LAPD vehicle gets right up on his tail. Looks like he tried to get into position to pit. That you would see as he comes up alongside of his fender there. And now they're talking about possibly just backing off altogether and just tracking him with a helicopter and see if he slows down. Look at this, right through the intersection there. Oh, narrow miss right there. There comes the pit maneuver. Around he goes. This again is on Vermont. Make that Vermont, I do believe. Okay, he rammed a police car. One of the police cars' door was open there as he spun around. Looks like they're going to try it again here. Now back westbound, 2 blocks south of Jefferson. Now he's wanted for the ADW on the police officer. Assault with a deadly weapon on a police officer to win his vehicle as he tried to ram those officers who had him spun out. Usually the pit maneuver works real well. Once that car starts spinning backwards, the fuel control on the car, these late model cars, will automatically shut off, and that'll be the end of the pursuit. However, it did not appear that they got him going backwards fast enough for that pit maneuver to take place. Northbound again on Western. Okay, again, 1 block south. Look at this. He crashed into a vehicle that was right on the corner there, up on the sidewalk. Now, this is the same street he was on before where the pit maneuver took place. We're going to try maneuver here just a little bit south. On the sidewalk here, the sidewalk is very narrow as he comes up here. I don't believe that he was able to make it through there. They've got a lot of homes with fences. And back, look at this. Onto the street, and oh, rats, the police officer crashed into a tree there as he tried to come around and stop. So we've got 1 police officer that is now out of the pursuit. He crashed into a tree that was right there. Now we're continuing back northbound. He is 1 long block east of Western. Now coming up on Jefferson back westbound. Now we talked about a person who is trying to look for a place to perhaps dump the car and run. And it looks like this might be the place. This is the 3rd time he's come around this actual area. He's coming right up behind an LAPD officer and then into the center divider and across the lanes traffic going opposite direction. And again, southbound on Western. Look at this. Right in the center divider, got oncoming traffic. And again, here is the street that he was on before where he was up on the sidewalk. And the LAPD officer, he'll be passing him shortly, the one that crashed into a tree. There he passes him, and we've got another LAPD officer opposite direction, a narrow pass right there. Again, continuing eastbound, 1 block south of Jefferson, between Western and Vermont. Here we've got an officer that looks like he threw out a spike strip right there, and it looks as though that the suspect had hit him. So we're going to see if that spike strip did its job and knock out the tires on this vehicle. It's unknown how many of those tires may have run over it back southbound on Vermont. Make that, I believe this is Normandy, southbound Normandy from Western. I would say from one south of Jefferson, still southbound, it's still picking up the speeds very quickly in that center turn lane as it continues on. That 1 LAPD officer crashed there. He was out of service, and right when they did the pit maneuver, when it was unsuccessful, U-turn here back northbound on Normandy, crashed into him right there, spun him out into another vehicle. Let's see if this is the end of the pursuit. We had one of those LAPD officers just clip the rear fender of him, and now LAPD officers have got him completely boxed in. They're swarming the vehicle right now. We're going to zoom in a little bit and see what they're going to do here. They've got their weapons drawn. You're seeing some of the people that were caught in this end of this pursuit trying to run from it. LAPD is reaching into the window. We're just going to have to wait and see what's happening next. You saw that one officer jump back there, unknown why. Perhaps the officer, okay, grabbed the keys there, opening up the back door, and it looks like we've got enough officers. Wow, still fighting back here. We don't know if he has a weapon or not. Okay, they're breaking out the rear windows there. This person, unknown what the person's difficulty with the LAPD was that started all this, and it is coming all the way to the end here, still not complying with the officers. Officers got him completely surrounded, boxed in.
All right, Derek.
Derek, we want to jump.
Here we go.
We want to jump in here for just a sec, Derek, and warn our viewers that we're not sure, obviously, what's going to unfold here in the next few minutes. We are going to be very cautious of what we're putting on television here, but We just wanted to warn folks that you have small children or folks who are kind of sensitive to what they could be about to see here. We just want to let you know.
Yeah, this has been a very